Hello, Mrs. Posner here with another read aloud. Today I'm going to read the book called Ruthie and the Not So Teeny Tiny Lie. It is one of my children's favorite books, so I thought I would share it with you. The author is Laura Rankin. It does not list an illustrator on the front page, so I'm thinking either the author and illustrator is the same person, or maybe it's going to tell me a different person on the title page. We can open that up in a second and see. Just a reminder, the words up here are the title, and the words at the bottom of the book are usually the author and the illustrator's name. So this one is called Ruthie and the Not So Teeny Tiny Lie. Oh, our title page also still just says Laura Rankin, so maybe she is the author and the illustrator. Turn a little bit more for you. Here we go. Ruthie loved tiny things. The tinier, the better. Her toys were the teeniest imaginable. She had dinky dinosaurs, itty-bitty trains, ponies no bigger than your pinky, and teddy bears that were barely there. See all her teeny tiny toys. Teeny, tiny, those are all words that mean really small. Ruthie loved finding tiny treasures too. At the beach, she searched for the smallest seashells. The flowers she picked were no bigger than fairy wings. She even had an eggshell from a hummingbird. All very small things. So she loved small things. And wherever Ruthie went, she carried some teeny things in her pocket. Look, she's looking at a teeny tiny book. One day at school recess, after jump rope and swings, Ruthie took a turn on the twirling bar. When she landed, she saw something in the grass. It was a little box with a teensy window and an even tinier button on top. She couldn't believe her luck. It was a teeny tiny camera. Ruthie looked through its little window. Then she pressed the button on top to take a picture. Click! Just like a real camera. This was absolutely the best thing Ruthie had ever found, and it was hers. Say cheese, clouds. Say cheese, little bug. Click. Say cheese, school. Click. If we find something, doesn't mean that it's ours. Nope. Say cheese, Martin. Click. But Martin didn't say cheese. Martin said, hey, that's my camera. Ruthie was startled. No, it's not. It's mine. Give it to me, said Martin. It's mine. It is not. Is too. No, it's not, shouted Ruthie, and she raced back to class. Friends, I'm just going to plug in my computer. I don't want it to die when I'm in the middle of making a video for you. Okay. Sorry about that, friends. What's going on? Asked Mrs. Olson. Ruthie got my camera, cried Martin. I got it for my birthday, and I dropped it on the playground. But Ruthie wanted that teeny tiny camera in the worst way. It's mine, she yelled. I got it for my birthday. Well, that wasn't true at all. Not one teeny tiny bit. Mrs. Olson looked at Martin. She looked at Ruthie. Goodness, this is a problem, she said. The camera can't belong to both of you. I'll keep it safe in my desk drawer for now. Let's talk about it again tomorrow. Ruthie's stomach flip-flopped all the rest of the day. She couldn't remember the answer to 2 + 2. When Mrs. Olson read a story, every word flew straight out the window. The bus ride home took forever. Hi, Ruthie, said Mama. How was school? Okay, mumbled Ruthie. Dinner was macaroni and cheese, Ruthie's favorite, but she couldn't eat, not one little bite. Aren't you feeling well? Asked Papa. I'm not hungry, she said. At bedtime, Ruthie was close to tears. What's the matter? Asked Mama. So Ruthie told Mama and Papa the whole story. What do you think went wrong? Asked Papa. I said it was my camera, cried Ruthie, but it's not. "It's going to be okay," said Papa. "You made a mistake, and tomorrow you can fix it. I think Mrs. Olson and Martin will understand." But the next morning, Ruthie could barely eat. Maybe Mrs. Olson wouldn't understand. Maybe Ruthie would have to sit in the timeout corner. Maybe Martin would never talk to her again. Maybe no one would ever talk to her again. Not one teeny tiny word. The school bell was about to ring. Ruthie took a deep breath and began the long walk to the front of the room. Mrs. Olson's desk seemed very far away. "Good morning, Ruthie," said Mrs. Olson. "I have something to tell you," said Ruthie in a very small voice. "The camera isn't mine. I didn't get it for my birthday. I found it on the playground." So good. She's telling the truth, even though it's so hard. Mrs. Olson didn't make her sit in the timeout corner. She didn't even look mad. Instead, she gave Ruthie a hug and kissed the top of her head. "Thank you for telling the truth," said Mrs. Olson. "That took a lot of courage." "I'm very sorry, Martin," said Ruthie. "It's okay," said Martin. All at once, Ruthie's stomach stopped flip-flopping. She even skipped a little on the way back to her desk. She got the right answer to 3 plus 7 in math. After lunch, Mrs. Olson read the funniest story Ruthie had ever heard. And on the short bus ride home, Ruthie realized she didn't miss that teeny tiny camera. Not one teeny tiny bit. The end. Well, I hope you liked that story today, friends. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really happy I got to share it with you. I will see you again very soon. Bye, friends.